Hello, I'm Melissa Warren. Coming up on Suncoast FYI Food and Fun with Cha-Cha Coconuts, Regenerative Medicine with Dr. Greco, Art Walk at Ringling College, and the 7th Annual Jewish Food Festival, all next on Suncoast FYI. Thanks for joining us today on Suncoast FYI. Cha-Cha Coconuts offers casual dining with a tropical twist in beautiful St. Armand's Circle. Here to tell us more are Emily Schock and Andrea Gonsmart. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hello, thank you for having us.
All right, now I know you guys are about to be celebrating a milestone, and you have quite a history here in Sarasota. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, proudly we have been here since for 25 years. Cha-Cha Coconuts was founded in 1988 by my father and my uncle. They wanted to create something that was fun, family-friendly, casual, which is so perfect for Florida. And it's kind of a funny story, even how we came up with the name. We threw around names constantly, and finally my Uncle Casey stood up and he says, I don't care if we call it Cha-Cha Mambo Coconuts. And ironically, that's how our name was born, but dropping the Mambo.
All right, and now that seems like you guys had a lot of fun creating this business, and that kind of leads me to the next question. What is your atmosphere like?
It is, it's casual Florida, but with the Caribbean flair. Very casual food. You can come in your flip-flops, your shorts, which is perfect for Florida. And we're located on beautiful St. Armand's Circle, so you can't go wrong there.
Yeah. And I know you guys have like an entertaining atmosphere. You even mentioned to me that you can, it's just a place you can walk in your shorts, And
basically, and we're so close to Lido Beach too, so we get a lot of people from there.
Perfect. Now, to get to the main part of what I know everybody really wants to know about here, the food. Tell me a little bit more about what kind of things you guys offer.
We have a Caribbean-themed menu, very reasonably priced, and we've got a couple items here for you all to try out if you'd like. The first is our Brazilian citrus chicken. We take chicken breast. It's grilled, marinated in citrus juices, and then we top it with mango, banana, and a guava marmalade. It's delicious. And I brought our tasty tropical platter with a little sampling of our wings, our coconut shrimp, and our guava barbecue ribs. And we also have our sweet potato fries. That's one of everyone's favorites, served with apple butter and coconut mustard.
So, well, I know I was smelling this the whole time you were setting it up, and it's just so tempting, So, now I see that you guys also have some more things like fun stuff like T-shirts, and these guys over here. Can you talk a little bit about that? It seems like, not just food over there.
Yeah, these are our little coconut heads we have all around the restaurant, available for purchase, make good souvenirs for everybody. And we have we have a huge retail area with an array of T-shirts. We have shirts for the kids, adults, anything you could want.
Yeah, it seems like a place that anybody can bring, their entire family.
Oh, definitely family friendly.
All right, and speaking of bringing your family, you guys have a big event coming up. I said you were celebrating a milestone, your 25th anniversary. Can you tell us what's going to be happening for that?
Yep, on January 17th, a week from this Saturday, we're going to be opening at 11 a.m. We'll be open all day until midnight. Basically, during the day, it'll be a family-friendly event. We'll have a DJ, a face painter for the kids, balloons. We have a Wheel of Fortune where you have a chance to come up, spin the wheel, you'll win a prize. One of those prizes is a raffle ticket, which will enter you to win our grand prize. We're giving away a 40-inch flat screen TV, and that's courtesy of our friends over at Gold Coast Eagle, so we thank them a lot for that. We're also giving out an anniversary T-shirt to the first 500 adults. And we will be bringing back Democracy that night. It's a reggae band that used to play back in the day at Cha-Cha's. Most people remember on Sunday night being back at Cha-Cha's in those days, and we're trying to recreate those good memories that everybody had. So it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it seems like you're bringing back a little bit of history.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
For that. All right, so are there any last things that you want people to know about this event, about you guys, just some of the details?
Just make sure you show up on the 17th. It's going to be a great time. All day long, we'll have events going on.
All right, at the restaurant. Mm-hmm. All right, remind us one more time where that is.
We're at 417 St. Armand's Circle, just coming right next to the Columbia restaurant.
All right, so maybe if it's warm enough that day, maybe come on off the beach and come and get a little food and celebrate.
Even if it's cool, it's a good excuse then to leave the beach.
Yeah, exactly. So perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys for joining us, and good luck with your event.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right, coming up on Suncoast FYI, regenerative medicine may be able to help your knee pain. We'll have the details next, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Melissa Warren. Do you have aches and pains in your joints? What if your own body held the answer to reducing your pain? Dr. John Greco is working to find the answers to these questions and joins me now. Welcome, doctor.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
I'm curious, you're talking about joint pain and osteoarthritis. What exactly is osteoarthritis?
Well, osteoarthritis used to be called degenerative arthritis, and what it is it's wearing down the cartilage. Our cartilage is being worn down faster than it's being reproduced, so we have net loss of cartilage.
Gotcha. So what is the usual course for this? How does it happen?
First of all, there's 27 million Americans right now with osteoarthritis. Half of us will have osteoarthritis symptoms of our knees in our lifetime. The usual course usually starts like in mid-40s. For me, it started my left knee just getting Christmas decorations. I'd run up and down the steps, it would swell up, calm down in a couple days. But what usually happens then, it gets progressively worse. It comes on more often, lasts longer, and gets more severe. Eventually, it's constant, and eventually the cartilage may wear out completely and surgery may be needed, medications and such.
Right, so I'm wondering, you say it kind of comes on at first, you might not even notice what it is because you think maybe I just, pull my knee or something like that. Is there any benefit to catching it early and to begin treating it early?
Well, what we do, yes, we believe it is important. Usually, though, what happens with most people is they'll start taking some Tylenol or they'll start taking something like anti-inflammatories like Motrin, Naprosyn. And a lot of people take those, which is a little scary because people don't realize that American Journal of Medicine estimated that about 107,000 admissions a year for GI bleeds from anti-inflammatories, and there's about 16,000 deaths a year from anti-inflammatories. Other treatments, people can get steroid injections in the knees. They are a temporary fix, and actually if you get too much of them, then you can actually harm the cartilage. Then the next step oftentimes is hyaluronic acid or Synvisc. Some people recognize it as rooster comb. In mild cases that will help, but unfortunately it really doesn't do anything. The Annals of Internal Medicine, a well-respected journal, 2012 looked at 26 studies, 13,000 patients, said it did nothing. So despite what you may read in newspapers or on TV of an FDA-approved breakthrough treatment for arthritis in the knees, it really doesn't work, and it doesn't prevent surgery. Then people go on, and narcotics may be needed, and we can see the problems with narcotics. 50% of people that get on narcotics never get off them. And the last resort is surgery, and some people, the disease is so bad they need to go to surgery, but that's something that we should really try to avoid because some of the side effects of surgeries are perioperative heart attacks and strokes. You may get blood clots in your legs, blood clots that may go to your lungs. And the two that really scare me are infection. If a joint becomes infected, the joint has to be taken out, the IV antibiotics for 6 weeks, then another surgery, put another one in. Or most importantly is persistent pain. Some studies, between 6 and 30% of the people who have a knee replacement still have pain. So we want to try to keep our own joints, our own natural joints as long as possible because we can't build a joint like we already have.
Gotcha. So you're talking about a lot of the bad maybe side effects of some of these treatments. I'm curious, how do you treat osteoarthritis?
Well, we try to avoid medications. We try to treat it naturally. We have 3 goals. One is we want to decrease pain and decrease inflammation. 2 is we want to increase mobility because we want to keep people active. When people don't move, they fall apart. Thirdly, we're trying to grow new cartilage. So I practice regenerative medicine, which is essentially your body healing itself, using your own body to heal itself. There's several different ways. The mainstay of it is platelet-rich plasma, where we actually have a proprietary form of it called cytokine-rich plasma, where we take, say, 60 to 120 mLs of the patient's own blood, we process it, and we extract the messengers, the growth factors and cytokines that tell other cells what to do. They decrease swelling and inflammation, and they initiate the healing process. And we've been very successful with it, especially with knees. We have patients that are bone on bone. 6 years ago, they were told they needed knee surgery, and they're fine with their own joints. They just had injections. It's something that really should be pursued. Instead of jumping right to surgery, you really should try to cool down your inflammation and do it naturally. And in the rare instance when the CRP doesn't work, other options are stem cell treatments. You can do stem cell treatments with fat transfers or bone marrow, but I don't particularly like those options. Some of the things that are coming in the future, are actually here right now, are amniotic tissue implants, where they will take the placenta from pre-screened women, and they will take the amniotic fluid, and these are full-term births, and they will take the amniotic fluid and membranes and extract them, process that, and we can use them because it's very high in stem cells. For example, my mom's 95 years old. She has a bad shoulder, bad back, and I injected her with CRP about a year and a half ago, and really didn't do anything for her. She's so old, at 95, she doesn't have a lot of stem cells left. And right before Christmas, she had a compression fracture in her back, and it actually put her in the hospital. And she was put on narcotics and came home bedridden, could barely even open her eyes. And so we injected her with the amniotic tissue implant in her back and her shoulder, and left and came back down here. And I got a call from my sister on New Year's Eve. And somebody wants to talk to you, and Mom, and she said, I'm feeling great, I have no pain, I'm gonna have a couple beers tonight. I'm like, wow, this is pretty amazing. So the bottom line is there's options, and those treatments that I'm talking about come from our own bodies. And I always like to say our bodies are amazing. Why is it so surprising that the answer to our problems are already inside us?
All right, well, that's very interesting. It's amazing to see what can be done with what's in our own bodies. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. It was
really
great being here.
Appreciate it. All right, well, next on Suncoast FYI, we'll have the latest news from the Ringling College of Art and Design, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Melissa Warren. There's always something new and exciting happening at the Ringling College of Art and Design, and here to tell us more about their upcoming art walk is Tim Yanker and Merald Cake. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
No problem, of course. Now, I'm just curious, what is an art walk? What is the difference between an art walk and just any other typical gallery experience?
Well, that's a great question because a typical opening usually consists of one, maybe two galleries. And what Art Walk is essentially is more than one gallery. In this case, we have 7, where people can join, walk around, and hop from gallery to gallery, viewing numerous exhibitions all in one experience.
Gotcha. So exactly what it sounds like, art while walking around.
Absolutely.
All right, now I kind of looked at the list of places that are involved in this, and there's some pretty neat places that people are going to be able to see some of this art. Can you tell us a little bit about some of them?
Yes, this is a really unique experience for the community to come and participate in. And for anybody who's curious about what the Ringling College of Art and Design has to offer, this is something that is a must-do event. 7 galleries, including, in addition to, the letterpress and book arts and the continuing studies and special programming. What this features is a little bit of what anybody might enjoy. This is not only for adults and experienced art enthusiasts, but anybody who wants to become introduced into art. For the kids, we have a graphic novel exhibition opening in the Selby Gallery, and we also have a glass exhibition. We have the work of Lori Loveberry George, which is painting. We have a sketchbook exhibition and our Made By Gallery, which features the works of alumni.
All right, yeah, I was about to say, I know some student and alumni work is involved, which is kind of neat to see kind of what you're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what can people expect as far as who can come? I know you said that it's kind of for everybody. kids? I mean, who
Anybody
come?
can come. Anybody's welcome to come. There's convenient parking. There'll be music, refreshments, and we'll also have student ambassadors to help usher people from one gallery to the next, as well as go-karts for anyone who might be disabled.
Gotcha.
One thing that the public should know is that the galleries are located pretty close next to one another, so the actual walking part is not miles and miles of walking. It's actually really close by.
And this time of year, I mean, you just want to walk outside and just take a walk anyway, so why not just be able to see some great art while you're doing that in some really cool places?
Absolutely.
All right, now I'm just curious, is there any particular event or gallery piece of art that you're most excited about?
Well, really, we have some of our best blockbuster exhibitions opening on the 16th. We have a Holocaust exhibition. We have a manuscript exhibition in the Selby Gallery, which features medieval and modern manuscripts. Another exhibition, which I'm excited about, is our glass exhibition opening up in the Bash Gallery, which features the work of an artist by the name of Lino Tagliapietra. And so they're all really exciting, and I think anybody who will come and participate in this will find this to be a really exciting and fun time.
All right, now, Merald, I'm curious, what is your role in the art walk?
Well, myself and Jessica Nagy, we're both graduates. We're lucky to be part of the art walk, and we're going to have a special exhibition. It's called Dreamscapes, landscapes that explore reality and dreams, really. We have some examples here today. I have a painting from Jessica. She studied fine arts, and her work is more abstract, but it's also, she works from the subconscious and tries to bring some reality to it. And my work is more traditional, but I'm actually inspired by her work. So when you first look at the painting that I have in the back, it's sort of abstract, but it's a golf course. It's an aerial view of the golf course, and a lot of people have picked it up. It's actually homage to Van Gogh. It's a composition, so it's not a real golf course. It's just a composition based on his painting.
I see that. I didn't notice that, but now that you say it, I see exactly what you're talking about. That's neat. All right, so perfect example of some of that student alumni work that is going to be on display. Is there anything else that people need to know if they are interested in coming to this?
Well, one thing the public should know is everything that we're talking about today can be found online at www.ringling.edu/Selby Gallery, or you can call 941-359-7563 for more information. Basically, what everybody needs to know is that this is really accessible, really fun, one of our first art walk events that we're hosting, and for anybody who wants to get introduced to a lot of new work and also the Ringling College of Art and Design, this is something that you really should do.
All right, so don't forget January 16th. Mark your calendars. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, coming up on Suncoast FYI, we switch to our topic from art to food festival. We'll have the delicious details next, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Melissa Warren. Have you been craving some stuffed cabbage or matzo ball soup? If so, you should check out the Jewish Food Festival this weekend. Here to tell us more are Mark Megalis and Allison Zildjian. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Right. Now, I'm just curious. I mean, it seems like we have a little bit of what you guys are going to have at the festival here, but it's just a small bit. Can you tell us a little bit about the festival and everything as far as what's going to be there?
We're trying to celebrate the Jewish culture and identity and spread diversity, religious and cultural diversity throughout Sarasota. And it's also an outreach event. This is our 7th year. This year we're expecting about 3,000 people, up to 3,000 people. We have 20 health vendors as a community service to the community. We have local craftspeople, and that's another outreach program. And we also partner with the All Saints Food Bank. And last year, we collected $1,000 in donations and 1,000 pounds of food. So people are encouraged to bring non-perishable food items to the food festival.
Gotcha. And now I know you're also a caterer and volunteer kind of to be in charge of all the food and everything. Tell us a little bit about the food and even maybe some of what's going on down here.
Okay. Well, first right here I have the stuffed cabbage. And like Mark said, it is a community event. So all the people that come and bake our food are temple members who donate their time. And this year we've made stuffed cabbage. We made about 2,500 stuffed cabbage. Right here we have some of the very famous Hamantaschen, which we serve at Purim, but is one of the best-selling cookies at the event, and a black and white, which is a very traditional cookie that you would see in some of the delis or the Jewish bakeries. Then we move over to the knishes. Which is also very famous to get in the delis. This year we have two different kinds of knishes. We have a sweet potato knish and the regular potato knish. And a knish is basically a mashed potato wrapped in a pastry. And very delicious. And then we also have blintzes. Those are cheese blintzes topped with a little bit of strawberries and some sour cream. But we have also bagels, a whole bagel and cream cheese section. We're doing kugels. We have also, the big thing this year is our deli. Our corned beef and pastrami is brought in from New York. Hot dogs. So you can't go to a Jewish event without having some corned beef and pastrami.
Now, we can't tell you the name of the place. They won't allow us to do that. But I do have a question for you. Have you ever heard of Carnegie Deli in New York City?
No, I have not.
Well, it's a famous deli. Not that I can mention the name, but I just thought I wanted to ask you that question.
So we'll have piled high, the pastrami and the corned beef sandwiches, which is a big hit. Chopped liver. We also, like you said, the matzo ball soup. We also have cabbage soup. And we're doing also an Israeli station with falafel, Israeli chopped salad, pita, homemade hummus. So there is something for everyone.
The list just goes on and on.
And you can come and take it out. You can eat there, take some home to freeze for later. But it definitely brings our community together as a temple when all these things are baked in our large commercial kitchen. And we have different times and people come, and it's a lot. They have a lot of fun doing it as well.
Also, we're a warm and caring synagogue, and people can get a tour of a synagogue if they're interested. We also have Home Depot doing a demonstration modeling project for kids, which should really be a nice activity for all the kids that come. We have music and face painting, so we have entertainment as well.
Gotcha.
One thing that's important is our address, and I'm a senior citizen, I might forget, is 4631 Lockwood Ridge Road. And we're at Lockwood Ridge and Proctor, but you have to enter on Proctor between Beneva and Swift.
Right behind the Autumn Sarasota.
Yes. We have shuttle parking, satellite parking, so we shouldn't have any problem with parking this year. And we have Federation's a big sponsor, Right at Home's a big sponsor, Furniture Warehouse is a big sponsor, Captain Eddie's was a big help. So we have a lot of community support. And also Church of the Palms has helped us out. And Autumn Sarasota, the memory unit has really helped us a lot. They've helped us a lot with their kitchen, use of the kitchen facilities. So it really is a community outreach program.
Yeah, sounds like just a great, just all-encompassing event between the entertainment and the food. And I mean, I'm smelling it right now, and it's just calling my name. So, all right. Now, speaking of the food, this is also in conjunction with Health Fair. Can you talk about that real quick?
Yes, this is probably the 5th year in a row we've done it. And what we try to do is get a good cross-section of health vendors. For example, we have somebody that has a hearing, actually a van as a hearing van. We have like almost every discipline covered so that people in the community, they get their blood pressure checked, they can get their eyes checked, hearing checked. Right at Home provides services to people that need assistance in their homes. We got water treatment people, everything that, nutritionists, everything that might be helpful to the community. We have somebody that represents, so it's really an outreach program.
All right, so if people want to buy tickets, can they do this at the door, or is it something you do in advance?
It's free, doesn't cost anything to get in, and tickets are available at the door.
Gotcha.
Right, each food has a different ticket, like each ticket is worth $1. So I know, for instance, the knishes are 3 tickets, which is $3.
Gotcha.
Corned beef and pastrami sandwiches are 10 tickets. But yeah, everything can be bought at the door.
And all the entertainment is just free, so.
Yes, and we have takeout, so people can take it. If they want to buy food for the next 6 months, they can take it out.
Yeah, there's going to be stuff for the kids too. So it's definitely family oriented. So they can come and have a good time as well.
All right, January 11th at 9 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks so much for helping us promote our food festival.
All right.
Come on and try our food.
Well, stay tuned to Suncoast FYI. We'll be right back. That's our show for today. Thanks so much for joining us. If you would like to promote your business or event on Suncoast FYI, we'd love to hear from you. Just call our sales department at 941-361-4223. I'm Melissa Warren. See you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.